Hello everyone, PaperSpock here with a new episode of PaperSpock versus. I was just interrupted, but I have a mediumly good run going. Pause here if you want to take a look. Um, anyway, I'm taking on the day one challenge in Blueprints, of course. And I think what we're gonna do, I wish we could, like, rotate one of these rooms, but I think this is the safer option. The main reason I am going ahead and continuing from here is I have a pretty good start in terms of having the secret garden key, the lucky rabbit foot, and the shovel. We want the workshop here, I think. We want to build towards a possible garage key. Coin purse. Huh. I am in the rare position where I could make the lucky coin purse because I have both necessary ingredients, but I don't think I want to do that. Hmm. I'm going to do the corridor. I want to get into the west wing. Aha, that is a good reason to get into the West Wing. Though I am a little low on gems at this point now. Sadly, we don't have the utility closet yet, but that was a trade-off we made. We wouldn't be here if we took the utility closet. Turnip is nice. So that was a trade-off. We've walked ourselves out of 2 rooms. It was a little disappointing. And this is a bit of a ways to come if we manage to get the utility closet later, but such is life. Let's see if we can get a branching path here. We can get the chapel. We can get the boudoir. The boudoir is a bit scarier. We're gonna go for the chapel, I think. And as tempting as double money is, I think the individual benefits of more items. Utility closet. Do we want to commit to this here? I think we do. Okay, it's all set how I like it. We get a dark room soon, that'd be good for us. Ooh, let's look at our map. This is just about ideal. The shaping isn't great, the key situation isn't great, but otherwise we're doing pretty good here. And this room is a good contender for some items. We get a key. Don't know how many items you can get in here. Might be that we just get that one key. I'm looking around a little bit. That camera's film roll almost looked like it could be a different sort of battery to me, but I know that's not how that works in this game. Bedroom is good for steps. Dining room's also good for steps. East Wing Hall, no, bedroom's better. Bedroom is just simply better. Okay, let's hope we get some gems here. These would also be fine. And that is what we get. Greenhouse. Now, this could be a place where I could argue about pulling out the soil map. Bunkroom would be good for steps. Maid chamber would give us some flexibility. I think I'm going to just hope this isn't a good place for gems. And it seems like it's probably not, but we do get the watering can. It's a bit interesting. We have no green room here. However, the opportunity for a green room. I'm going to probably try to exit and re-enter just to see if I can get the gem from that because of how bad the situation we are regarding gems. Good, good, good. And we hop in here. It is sadly locked. So we'll have to use a key. The lab is pretty much required here. Boudoir ends our run. Um, I'm gonna look around for a battery or a lever here a little. I don't think we'll find one, but that would be quite nice. Experimental setup. 1 star, 1 gold allowance, or 3 gold for each red room in our house. Well, let's do that. I don't think it's going to be too relevant, but I also am not sure that it's not going to be. I'm not sure that it's going to be irrelevant. That's what I was trying to say. Use a regular key. We have to pick the weight room here. And we have the unfortunate situation. Look for the lever. I know that's sometimes in this room. Having one of the keycard doors. We also have 2 of the keycard doors. This run may be just about to end regardless. Well, that's fun. That helps replenish our steps a little bit, but unless we get a key card, this run is dead in the water. Or I should add a security room, but in order for us to make use of the security room, we're first going to need something else. Boudoir? Has to be boudoir. And this does get us a gem. So that is comforting. I don't know if we can get security up in this angle, though. Unfortunate. Well, we'll see. Observatory would give us a gem. Conference room, though, is free. And I don't really like this setup, but there's other setups I like even worse. Oh, there's an apple. We'll just have to... Okay. Don't think we can use the secret garden key in the corner. Nope. No, no, no. Okay, regular key. There we go. So we have to use this room, which is pretty bad. Because we'll stop getting items. And we need items. This is locked. Yes, we can use our special key. I think this is the end of the run, though. Because much as I would like to kind of play around with this, we just only have access to their weight room, and there's no way to get in with what we have, because there is no key card. So, yeah. We should end this run. Thank you for joining me on this very first kind of fragmented run. Now we'll get into our first proper full run. I'm going to take a little bit of a sip of some water here, if I can get to it. There we go. And we have a red in today. Save and quit. Hmm. No, I didn't want to load it. Oops. Hmm. So we'll give this at least one more run. It's a lengthy run. We might call it there, because I'm feeling like a bit of a shorter episode today. A bit of me wants to do a little more Balatro. But I think if it's at least 30 minutes long, I'm happy, so we'll see. We will see where we're running for time at the end of the next run. Alright, I can skip this cutscene. I do like the ominous thunder that leaks on over, though. We'll do our usual dash. And then quick drafting. There we go. Pantry I'm cool with. I'll draft one more room from here. Storeroom is fine. Parlor wouldn't have been too bad, but I don't like how it bends into the other room. Rather save that shape for later. And at this point, I think closet is a fair choice. See what items we get. We get the key card. That is huge this early. I mean, to go for... I'm going to hope for a den over here. Okay, no den. Parlor room. Yeah, parlor room is good. We need some gems. Draft up here. Den here. Really? No, we'll go for the drawing room. Take the parlor room for its gems, then we'll leave it. We'll look on the little end tables here. Then we will... False. False. So this is the true. Gems are in the true box. This is the true box. Okay, now we're going to hop back into the drawing room. We get an extra gem because it's the drawing room. I just remembered that. I'm even happier at this choice now. Oh, 415. Grab that up. Then straight ahead is sort of the nook that way. The nook! Almost feels like I should take the nook because of that, but I'm going to redraw. Oh, the den here? That's interesting. Corner gets me over where I want to be. Utility closet, though, is pretty important. Because we want the garage if we can get it. Oh, oops, oops, oops. We have the security card, so we don't want to turn those off. That would mean our security card would do nothing. Now, security is not a bad thing at all, because we can make these rooms really common. I mean, these security doors really common. So we want to take security. We'll check to see if we missed any items. Good. Let's see. Security level is high. And, quick spoilers for a room you can unlock. I'll just keep it vague. There's a room you can unlock that steals items from you. I hate that room. But it does change the way I play in kind of an annoying way. Oh, this isn't very either. Guest bedroom. Because it can steal items from you, it can steal your keycard from you. So I sometimes have to think a little bit more about how I want to adjust the security doors when that's in play, but luckily I have not unlocked it because this is a fresh save because I'm doing the day one challenge, so it is not an issue. That is one of the benefits of playing on the day one challenge, is you don't have to worry about that room being something you might deal with. And I mean, you of course can choose to not worry with it by trying to not take it, but excuse me, that doesn't always happen. You don't always get to avoid the rooms you want to avoid. Okay, let's I want to build all the way to the left. Spare room is good for that. Courtyard. Spare room's the room I want. Okay, we're gonna build down here by one. Hopefully we do not get a dead end, but okay, chapel. Let's see if there's anything to grab in there we can see. We can't. Maybe there is. If we go through security again, we could check, but I don't care to. Okay. I'm not going to go through there just yet because I don't want to run out of keys. I also don't want to run out of steps, and that's what this is a bit more of a risk of. But this does give me a key. Billiard room could have been a good call, too. Could have gotten the secret garden key. Let me see here. Yeah, I think the silver key is a good play here. Cloister is expensive, as is Rotunda. Great Hall is bad with my key situation. With Rotunda, I can rotate rooms. That is a benefit worth considering. I don't like spending 3 gems for it, but I will. Okay, very good. Going through here. Garage. I would so like to play some other rooms and get them in play, but there is the fact that we are low on keys. So you know what? I'm gonna go for the garage. And oh yes, here's our keys. And we'll open the garage. I know that random things popping in the head. It's interesting to me when there's different pronunciations in English versus in American versus British English. One of those is garage instead of garage. That does amuse me to some extent. I don't know how consistent that is. I know there's many dialects in the United Kingdom. That is something I've definitely heard before, though. And I'm like, does that mean in poems they rhyme garage and carriage? They could. Unless they say carriage different in a way I'm not aware of, but I don't think that's the case. Okay. I think we have to do the corridor here. We'll see about traffic. Well, yeah, we've got keys to spare at the moment. Maybe get rid of the lavatory. We get the gym into play. Yeah, the gym is safe to us currently. Let's just keep going this way. We'll know this will be open. Oh, the dark room. How far back is our security utility closet? It is a ways. It is a ways. The boudoir is a dead end, though. Kitchen isn't, but it is our last gem. I think we should take the dark room. Hmm. Just counting things out in my head. Hmm. Might be a. It might be a little more expensive to go around. I'm not sure. Now, what we absolutely should do here, now that I've thought it through, I do think we want the kitchen. No, I think we want the boudoir. That gives us an extra gem. That gives us more to work with. We can go around easy enough. I mean, it's not ideal, but Merry Christmas. There we go. We've improved our gym situation. Ah, there was money here. You know, I keep forgetting and thinking we have the items from last run. Hmm. But we're gonna go up here. West Wing Hall. It's the least bad option. It's not like we're taking it out of the pool for something else, most likely, because it's in a fairly limited position. Billiard room. Yes. Brilliant. We want we want the secret garden key here. Okay, 4 plus 10 is 14. I think 30% chance of getting it? I'm not sure. 16 minus 7 is 9. I know it's improved if we did that first part sufficiently quickly. 12 minus 5 is 7. 10 times 2 is 20. 14. Oh, wait. 14 minus 7 is 7 times 2 is 14. Okay, and it is the secret garden key. Now, will we be so lucky as to have a locked door here so we can go straight to the secret garden? Aha. Aha, aha. Okay, let's think through this. We don't have any dice yet, which isn't very good news for us getting the tomb. We have a, I think, 3 in 8 chance, unless there's some. If it's just raw numbers, there's 8 outer rooms. There's one we want that will work for us, so not too good of odds. But if we get dice, then we get to see, like, 6 of 8. We get 2 dice, we can see them all. And we need to start looking for. Oh gosh, why do I want to call it food? Well, it is food. Fruit, though, specifically. We want to start looking for fruit. Okay, it is the west. So we are in the neighborhood. I thought it was maybe over on the other side, but I was wrong. So keep an eye out for food here. Aha. Um, 2 of these end our in this area. And we do have the dining room as an out, but that's kind of tricky. It is not our first choice. Sledgehammer. Interesting. I don't think we have any chests to use it on, but interesting nonetheless. Okay, so we have kitchen. We could spend money on food, but then we'd be down at gem. Library, I think, is our best call. We look around. We don't see a thing. Just want something that goes straight across here. Aha, okay. Ooh. Heard that? You got an aha and an oohoo from me. We have the pool. And yeah, that's pretty big, honestly. I almost want to go for the foyer, but no, this is too big to ignore. Give me my basement key. Thank you. We go down here, I think. Oh, ooh, this is our last key. That is worth considering. I think we gotta do it regardless. Hmm. Do we want to spend our last gem here? I don't think we want to, really. I think we want to hope on the dining room. That is a lot of moving around, though. Uh, yeah, lavatory is more common. We don't get a benefit from either. A sauna is essentially a lavatory for us today. Now we have to go back the way we came. We still can't really make anything here. And let me count this out. We want to get back to the dining room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Oh, we aren't in the best shape. But we're pretty close in many ways. Oh. We need... can't remember if the pump room requires gems, but... Okay, the way in which we're in a good situation here... Let's look at this on the map. The garage, good. This other room, the nook, good. If we get the pump room, we are probably winning this. If this door is locked, we are probably losing this. I think it was locked. I think that we may be dead, but I can't remember. Special keys. Oh, we can't use the basement key. Ah, I was dead already and I'd forgotten it. However, let's think this through. We may not be completely dead. Because, if we can get the foundation. Well, no. If we forego the tomb, and we happen to get a key, when we get the key, we can open this up, and we could potentially get the foundation in play. And if we get the foundation in play, we'd build around, and we'd also need the pump. This is not a great path to victory. It's probably not a path to victory at all, but it's also not dead yet. We still have a chance. It's a small chance. That we have a lot of tricky things already worked out. So, I feel like I owe it to myself to try. Our one goal here is to get a key somehow. Trading post. We could trade something we have for keys, maybe? I'm not sure. Not sure that's an option. Not sure it isn't an option, but... the shed probably wouldn't do it for us. The tomb is in play. Trading post. I think we've got to do the trading post. And see what we can trade for. Our key card. Lockpick kit. Sledgehammer for 2 ivory dice, sure. Basement key for a hall pass, that's not very good. Okay. We are going to open up our door over here. And then step back from it. We don't want to spend steps here. And our step situation is precarious as well. I'm not sure that even if everything works, we'd have enough steps, but like I said, we've got to try. We've got to see. We do have some things aligned that are not the easiest to get aligned. So I think if we don't open this door, it's just a dead run, but we've got to try. Ah, darn it. Okay. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna look and see what our time is. You're exactly at the 30-minute mark. Ooh. Well, I am going to very briefly get up. I will be back in a moment. Probably I will remember to edit this out. I may not remember to edit this out, but uh, probably I will remember to edit this out. And then I will do one more run, I think. I'll see you soon. And I am back. Hopefully that was just a very seamless transition, because hopefully I remembered. I think there's a good chance I'll remember, because I just have started to take notes after I record videos of little bits of things I remember, so I can, like, maybe incorporate something that happens into the title, make note of things like this, etc. And I realize that that is saving myself from having to do work. It's not extra work, because usually my approach here when I make these videos is I am making these mostly just so friends can watch me uh, and see my experiences of games. So it's just mostly for them. There's other people who are going to watch that I'm very happy for. I'm glad you're watching. If I don't know you, I'm glad I'm glad you're watching. If I know you, but I'm a little surprised, but still glad that you're watching. If I don't know you, but really, the point of these videos is just kind of doing something fun for my friends. And anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, I don't put a whole ton of effort into these videos specifically because I'm just kind of doing them for fun. That makes them a bit easier to do. Picking the key there, like having keys as early as possible. Ooh, I'm gonna go storeroom. I really like those other rooms as well, for the record. Um, want steps? Do I get rid of the? Let's get rid of the guest bedroom. Oh, I've wondered if that's a good item or not. Sometimes I do want to draft up, other times I don't. It's one of the more questionable items in my eyes. It's probably still good. This is a risky play because we're giving ourselves just one out. And also, we need to change that up for any reason, then it'll be a bit of a walk. The den is pretty vital. Pretty vital here in terms of getting things going. Chest, I think I'm going to take in hopes that it ends up having gems in it. I think gems are more important now. I get gems and a key and a little money. Basically its own storeroom. Wait a second. Wait a second. I only have one money. Did I forget? I must have forgotten the storeroom. Oh, that is a bit distressing. Um, corridor. We are going to go back. Because the extra gem, the extra key, they do matter. That unfortunate misplay on my part here. At least I remembered it relatively early. I would have loved to have remembered it even sooner, but you know. The damage could have been worse. Sure, let's do billiard room. Let's have a little fun doing a little quick math. And a little find the number. 15, now I get 12. I wonder what pattern. No. 13, 12. 20 minus 3, 17. Then we have minus 2 is 1. I mean, 2 minus 1 is 1. Minus 4 is our very good friend 20. 15 minus 11 is 4 times 3 is 12. Okay. Silver key. Probably my least favorite thing to get. Still has its utility, don't get me wrong. But I would much rather be seeing a pair of keys. I would much rather be seeing Which of these dead ends is the most utility to us? Steps are always good. These rooms tend to give you gems. This is two random items. That could get us dice we need. Will definitely get us gems. I think I'm going to go for the closet. Lucky rabbit's foot. Okay. Okay. We don't mind seeing that. We do love to see more items. Bedroom, spare room, or commissary. I would rather have a branching room of some kind, honestly, but I want to stay on this rank, I think. Aha, we get a chest. Maybe this will have dice in it for us. No, but that is more money than last time, I think. Not unhappy with that. Passageway. Ooh. That is 2 gems, but we still have the parlor we can hit up. Don't like that I'm wasting an entrance, but it is a good place to have. Boudoir, fantastic. Build up here, see what we can make for ourselves. I don't think we want laundry room. I think we want pantry. Let's go through here and get our Christmas gem. Sometimes I wondered if there's meaning to the holly leaf on the inside that's kind of like chalk drawn, it almost looks. One of those things where I'm probably not going to be the one to figure it out, but I wouldn't be surprised to figure it out. I mean, to find out that someone figured that out. Chapel, sure. I like the entrances on the chapel. It does make me kind of want to go back to the pantry, though. But we will not. We will just keep on heading ahead. Heading along. Heading ahead's kind of a funny thing to say. Not sure it's inaccurate, but, you know. It sounds a little funny. Let's see what we draft this way before we make a decision. Yeah, I think I like the workshop. Gym, the lights are off, so that is 2 entrances. Yeah, let's go that way. This box is blue. I'm starting a true box. This box is black. Okay. Center box is what we want. I do like the dining room here. Spare room, I like the spare room more. And the reason I like the spare room more is I'd kind of like this to be a dead end in time. So you know what? We could make that happen right away. We could loop around and save ourselves some steps, and returning to the chapel. Potentially. We don't know how that would go yet. Well, let's throw down the laboratory, get it out of our minds. Let's see. Is there anything in there? I think stuff only appears in there if you've placed a shelter first. But that said, um, that being said, I do have the pantry we can return to. That is true. Aha. Ever lose your train of thought? I lose my train of thought quite often when I'm talking about unrelated stuff. So let's use a regular key. Ooh, the courtyard is quite tempting. It's tempting enough that we will take it. We'll also open this door first. Or will we? Yeah, we... Hmm... Yeah, we will. Ooh. Security is quite good for us here. Yeah, let's go for security. Okay, we're gonna skip our cutscene. We want to be able to change the doors and the rarities is the thing. Let's see what items we've missed, if any. 1 fruit, 4 coins, and 1 car keys. Oof. Car keys aren't really relevant. Coins are. Fruit is. Okay. Make the security level high. Change offline mode to unlocked. We've gotten our value that we want. At this point now, out of our rooms. Kitchen? Bunk room? Yeah, I don't like furnace. I don't like the gem cost of kitchen. And I don't like the blocking nature of bunk rooms, but I guess I'm going to take bunk rooms. And, 2 gems, that's... how do I feel about that? A little medium on that. I really need a key. Our run may soon be ending from lack of key. Okay, we need to go around the other way. Okay, but we do have a silver key. That is true. Is there a shuffle in here that I'm missing? I so often do. Nope. Okay, use our silver key. This is a good candidate for a silver key. Great Hall. Boiler Room. Archives. Oh. I think I'm gonna call it. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do there. I have to turn back now. Our other run was going a lot better at this point. We'll see what happens when we go down in the pantry and explore that part of the map a little. I'm kind of expecting that we're going to not have a lot of success at this point, but, you know... Oh, that was the... Okay. I needed to factor in the rooms I hadn't opened yet, because that was expected. That was the expected outcome of the security, other than the car keys. The car keys is a little weird. Lever. We don't have the sledgehammer. We don't have the battery pack, so we're probably not making the power tool in the power hammer. Probably not what's going to happen, but we do get a chance to... Oh, I would love to take the garage here. Do I take the garage here? That's an interesting question. You know, my first thought is, obviously no, because you're going to block off this area and expansion here, but I would get 3 keys. I could explore the Great Hall, but I don't think I'm going to be able to explore it enough. The conference room, I kind of like. In terms of being able to go back for it to spread stuff, but I could get the conference hall elsewhere. Well, the main reason to take it would have been for please give me a garage here. No such luck. Well, we can throw down the dark room and be rid of it. Ooh, yeah, library. Library is a safe choice. Boring choice, but a safe choice. And we'll look at the tables. Oh, there's a chest here, but we don't have... no, we don't have we don't have regular hammer. And that is locked. Well, fiddlesticks. That does end our run. Now, that is something I should have considered. I should have considered that, we aren't guaranteed open doors over here. And that I mean, we could have guaranteed 1 room up and above. Would have been a gamble. We could have gotten more. Not super likely to have gotten more, but we could have gotten more. And I'm probably... It's risky for me to do one more at this point, because if I've excised the roughly 5 minutes I got, if I've done that, then we're at the 45-minute mark or thereabouts. And so I would want to be leaving here soon. But that one really good run I had gives me a bit of an itch to play a little bit more. And it gives me the itch to do one more run. It gave me really a super big urge to like play more. Right now, what I'd be doing is I'd be ending this episode and starting a new one. But I don't think I have enough juice in me to get another half-hour plus episode going. And then this might be where you're looking at the timestamp. If I get lucky and being like, "Ooh, you end up going a ways longer than that. You should have started a new episode." But I think that's not impossible, but I think it's not likely. Okay, we get the pantry in that position. Let's do the closet here. Let's open the closet and take stuff from it first. Then we go through here. Fruit money, yay. Utility closet. Quite a poor placement for utility closet if I need to go back to the utility closet, but we do like being sure that we've seen the utility closet before we explore the west, because we would like a garage over in the west. For some reason that looked like a keycard, even though I've never known a keycard to spawn in that room, let alone really other items at all. Come on, den. No! Drawing room, I will take you. You are gem neutral. Spare room is fine there. That's honestly kind of ideal. So let's flip this. Oh, no, that's not the right one. No, this is where I will sit for eternity. Oh, if that sounded like I was being a little silly there, it's because I was, but there was a reason for it. There is a reason, if you remember, in this game. The drawing room. How I wish I could... Oh! That's not where I thought I was drawing. Interesting. Yeah, I want the keys. And I like the gems. Good. Nothing there, nothing there. Gems are not in the white box. Gems are not in this box. Okay, both those agree. Gems are in this box. So, okay, this is one of the trickier ones. So, the gems are in here. This box is true. The gems are in here. This box is also true. Because they're right, it's not in here. Gems are not in the white box. This is also true. So all three would be true, which is a problem. Let me think about this moment. Gems are not in this box. This box would be true. That would be false. That would be true. What if they're in here? Gems are not in the white box. That would be true. That would be true as well. Okay, I've made a mistake somewhere. Because it seems like an ambiguous situation. And there is not an ambiguous situation when you play this game. Okay. Gems are not in this box. Gems are not in the white box, so... Can't be in the white box. Because it makes all three true. Okay. The gems are not in the white box. This would stay true if it was in the blue box. Gems are not in this box. That would also be true. Wait. Okay, this may be that I'm a little too sleepy. This may be the hour that I'm playing. Let me think this through once more. Okay, let's say gems are not in this box. That would be false. Gems are not in this box. That would be true. Gems are not in the white box. That would also be true if they were in here. False, true, true. That would be good. Gems are not in this box. That would be false. Gems are in this box. That would be false. Gems are not in the white box. That would also be false. What if they're in the blue box? Okay, the gems are not in the white box. True. Gems are not in this box. True. Gems are in this box. False. Okay, so it's blue versus black, I think? The situation I'm trying to work out. I am sorry. This must be so frustrating if you figured it out. The gems, but you know, it happens to everyone. I've been on the other end of this. Need to slow down a moment and think. Gems are in this box. Okay, let's say this is true. Okay, the gems are in this box. So let's say the gems are in this box, and that's true. Gems are not in this box. That's true. Gems are not in the white box. That's also true. So it's in here. All three are true. So the white box is one of the ambiguous ones. The gems are not in this. Okay, if they're in the white box, that's false. The gems are not in this box. Also false. Gems are not in the white box. That's also false. So okay, this is all true. This is all false. This is the only one that gives us mixed things. Okay, thank goodness. If I had been there that long and gotten it wrong, I would have been extremely upset. If I had been there that long and gotten it wrong, it would be thank you for watching and see you next time. That's what you would have probably heard from me. Because I could not continue playing that run knowing that if it was close. If I managed to win despite that, then good, but I don't think I could have, like, mentally handled trying to do that because, oh, I should not have stepped into there. Uh, thing is that that's a very similar situation. I made a mistake, but it's unlikely I lose by one step. I do, well, then, I'm not going to be thrilled. I won't be thrilled if that happens, but okay, chapel, yes. We need the entrances. Nothing up here, nothing over here, nothing over there. Hmm. Security. Oh, we do have a utility closet in play. We don't have keys right now. That's not great. But I think we need to go ahead and one key, one trunk. Oof. That is not great. Okay. We need to stop and think for a moment here. One key, one trunk. Got the sledgehammer and some other item from the closet. Utility closet wouldn't have it. That wouldn't have it. I don't think that would have it. Then I forgot to step into the nook. Okay, it's gotta be in the nook. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10-step error. I think I'm just gonna keep on going ahead. I'm not happy with myself on that. I'm really not happy with myself on that one. Now we have another chest. I guess we go for a gem. Let's see what we get here. Storeroom will give us a key. Do we have the walkie rabbits? No, we don't. I'm gonna open this. Oh, that's right. I have that sledgehammer. I just talked myself into... No, I haven't just yet. So I go back to the chapel, then I'll go all the way back. But I'm not gonna make a detour just yet. Yeah, let's do it. You know what? Sure. I mean, this is maybe not the most stepwise decision, but it does get us a few more rooms. Extra month? No, let's do this. Let's just we could maybe get a key. These are maybe for sale here. Keys are for sale for 10. That's pretty pricey. But I prefer a shovel. I almost would, but I'm going to take the key. And a gem. Dining room or workshop. I'm going to go dining room. Oh, you're locked? Are you also locked? No, you're not. Great Hall. Yes, I'm going to place a Great Hall. I'm not going to enter a Great Hall. I want to spend one of my keys randomly. Let's see what we get here. Let's do the scary little thing. If I'm not going back. Could have probably justified it here, actually. We could have probably justified it more than usual. You know what? I'm gonna pick the weight room, I think. Put myself down to a good healthy 18 steps. Experimental setup. Let's see. 3 aquariums, dice. 1 key for every 2 hallways. Let's cancel out and see how many hallways I have. I have 3 so far. Okay. I can do that twice. Pretty easy. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh. That was my out. Okay. That was my out. I can't get into the Great Hall. I can try to get steps along the way. I've created a scary situation here. Oh wait, no, there is a door. Okay, good. Oh no, it's not open. Never mind. We're gonna have to go back to our nook. And I am thinking right now of that. Shouldn't say famous. It's not famous. There's a silly little quote in Lost from an outtake where one character is like, well, John Locke is like, I have searched every nook and cranny, and then Saeed says, not every nook and cranny, John, in this incredibly dramatic voice. He rolls his R's, it is everything. If you look up Lost blooper, not every nook and cranny, then you'll see what I'm talking about. It is a sight to behold. We are getting a rather sketchy situation here. I don't know what room even saves us. That's the scary thing. It probably means no room saves us, but this gets us keys. This does get us keys. Okay, 7. We're at 7 steps. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. -1, -2. Okay. That's not going to save us. Unless we got a fruit along the way. Le Boudoir could save us. The gym. The gym gives us more options. We'll do the gym. Try this room next. The garage. I'm not sure what options the garage gives us. I think we maybe need to take it regardless. Uh, oh, that does give us more keys in the future. That is true. I think we place the garage in hopes that we get out of the step situation. I don't think we do. The workshop. Okay. We've got the battery and the sledgehammer. If we get the... I don't even know why I'm talking about it, because gotta get out of our step situation first. Bunk room? That doesn't really help, does it? Billiard room shouldn't help either, but... Okay, billiard room could save us. Maybe. 9. 4. The way billiard room saves us. Billiard room, that should be 8, gives us secret garden key. And if it gives us a secret garden key, that will spread fruit throughout the house, which will give me an attempt to try to tackle other stuff. 2 times 10 is 20. Not horribly likely. Theoretically possible. Also 20. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now this door has to be locked for this plan to have a chance of working, and it is. It is locked. I'm gonna trust the fruit spawns in here. It might not. Oh, it does. Okay. And we'll see what we can put in here. Wine cellar is nice. Library is pointless. Observatory is pointless. Wine cellar, though. Wine cellar is tricky because you'd need to go back to the... Oh, we're at 5 steps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1. Where can fruit be dropped in the house is a real open question for me. The question is, should I be looking for a kitchen? Try to survive. And I don't know. I don't know if that's what I have to do to survive here. I mean, I think a kitchen would be very awesome to get, but I don't know that it's like... I don't know that I absolutely need it. And if I don't absolutely need it, then maybe I should follow the path I know will work. So the question here, do I go down into the cellar? Cellar costs me 2 steps. Cellar lets me draft something better from this door. Potentially, but I don't think there's anything good enough. Yeah. West Wing Hall. So we're gonna go back. Oh. Billiard room. Now we need to search every nook and cranny of this room for fruit. I see no fruit in here. Okay. We go back in here. We look for obvious fruit through the door. I don't see obvious fruit here. Don't see obvious fruit here. Don't see obvious fruit here. My thought is I'd probably die here. Oh, an orange. An orange. We are back in business. So the thought here is a little bit scary. But I'm going to use these extra steps to work my way back around, is my thought. We will stop to draft, but not to enter. We can't justify it steps-wise unless we'll have to run. We're absolutely guaranteed to get the tomb and true rolls. And there we go, we have the tomb. And we leave the tomb be. And now our goal is to work our way back through the house in a way that gets us fruit. I see an orange in that room. So it's not a room I would usually enter, because the steps wouldn't be worth it, but there being an orange makes it worth it. I don't see a fruit in that room. Don't think I see a fruit here. I need to look more closely. Okay. Gets us back up to 6. Hmm. And the pantry is closed off. We'd need an orange in there for that to pay off. Don't think we probably get an orange in there. And we look around carefully in here. Luckily, there's not too much to explore. You look around here some more. Do we see fruit in here? And don't see fruit by the microwave. Don't think I see fruit across the room, the desk. But which way do we need to go? Weight room to labs, dark room, dining room? You know, I think I like security a bit better. Following a gut instinct here a little bit. Bedroom gets us through free. Oh, is that a... How did I miss that earlier? That was quite fortunate, but... Maybe not quite fortunate, but... That's an apple. That's not looking particularly intriguing. I don't think we probably get fruit in there. Don't want to accidentally step into the room. I think we need to head this way. So corridor, we will look. I don't see any. Commissary. We get a banana. We have enough money for salt. We do. We do, and I think that feels more vital than a shovel. Although, that's an extra step. Okay. You have a game plan to survive this, perhaps. Perhaps. Okay, that's actually exactly what we needed. Oh. I think we need to roll for a straight shot. Yeah, I think we have to do this. Oh, heck. So the situation here is we're going to continue to maybe want more keys. I need to check Great Hall lever. So I will be right back with you. I'll keep talking, but I'll be doing stuff like saying the things I'm typing like Great Hall Blueprints Wiki. We find the lever. Is it this? No, it's the east-facing door. Okay, so I didn't need to worry about blocking off the bottom. And the boudoir actually does face the way we want it to. Oh, no. No, no, no. Okay, this isn't great. We step into the boudoir. Then we have 3 steps. 3, 2, 1. We don't make it back to the dining room if we step into the boudoir. So we're going to see if we can draft a kitchen from one of these doors. We don't want to draft a furnace. This could be the kitchen. It is the Great Alzaria instead. Which is not gonna work for me. Ooh. Okay. No apple here. That, I think, would get us the steps necessary. Oh, but we don't have the gems. Oh, drat. Oh, and we don't even have the gems necessary for the plan anymore. I guess we're gonna go back through here. Hope there's maybe a banana hidden here somewhere. Where's the coins? There it is. There they are. Hmm. Okay, what magical room is going to give us steps here? Uh, well. Oh. Oh, so sad. We might have 2 bananas in here, though. Nope, we don't have 2 bananas in here. I was thinking I'd taken the nursery when I was acting all excited about this room, but I'd forgotten that I didn't. But anyway, this has been good. I'll let the end of day take me. I thank you for joining me. That was a fun sort of run to try to squeeze out a little extra value from. And that orange, I mean that sequence of saying, okay, I'm going to go to the billiard room in hopes of getting the secret garden key, getting it, and then just getting an orange and then scrounging around as much as I did to manage to get as far as I did. Um, Better player may have made it back to the dining room, but I had a lot of fun trying to get every little drop of value out of things that I could. And so I thank you very much for joining me. That will be it for today, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.